This is my 2018 Whyte G170 C-RS, or as I like to call it, my little speed demon. I have now owned this bike for just over a year, so time to give you guys a 1-year ownership review. This bike is meant to be everything a modern long travel enduro bike should be. Capable, fun and aggressive. And you know what? Pretty much is. The G170 has been built to handle pretty much anything you throw at it. The fork is a RockShox Lyric RC, and the rear shock is a RockShox Deluxe RT3. These suspensions can take an absolute beating regardless of the terrain you're on. One thing to bear in mind though is that I wanted to use a Shockwiz suspension tuning system to help me perfect my setup, but unfortunately the Lyric RC is one of the very few forks that will not work with it. Thankfully, it didn't take too much fiddling to feel comfortable on the bike. The dropper seat post is a Reverb Stealth, and well, it will work great, then it will break, then the parts will be replaced under warranty with no fuss, so I guess unfortunately just have to live with it. The SRAM GX Eagle 12-speed drivetrain is really good. It's crisp, it's precise, simple, and it's really reliable. It's never ever given up on me. The huge cassette at the back is absolutely perfect even on the steepest of climb, and I have never run out of gear. Now I wish I could see the same from the SRAM Guide R brakes. Over the course of the past 14 months, we just didn't get on. I have not been able to develop a good feel for them. I have bled them twice, and I've changed the brake pads to see if it would make a difference, but it just didn't. And what you're hearing is just them now. On a nice sunny September afternoon, the level just stopped working. My local bike shop has now rebuilt it completely and changed all the internals. So we will see now how we get on. Over the last year, I've used this bike in the Forest of Dean, Bike Park 417 and Antur Stiniog on uplift days. I've ridden it in Bedgeby, Swinley Forest, across the South Downs and in my local woods, jumping whatever I can find. The bike delivers on its promise. Pointed downhill, and there is nothing holding it back. The generous reach and slam bottom bracket mean that the bike does not fidget or jitter through the roughest of terrain. The Whyte gives you an absolute sense of confidence that just wants to make you ride harder and faster all the time. The super low bottom bracket makes you feel that you are in rather than on the bike. And it is that bottom bracket that gives you that neutral riding position that feels both planted and aggressive. But here is the problem. That slam bottom bracket is just not for everyone. You constantly need to be mindful of pedal clearance, which can really affect your confidence on the bike. I find myself clipping the pedals or the cranks often when pedaling on rough terrains, and you always have to time your pedaling well. And I thought that was the price to pay for all this performance. However, a few weeks ago, I've been riding a Santa Cruz Mega Tower whilst in Scotland, and I now know that I can have confidence, the aggressive ride, the climbing ability, without having to worry about clipping your pedals. So to me, who uses this bike not just for going downhill, that very low bottom bracket, it feels like a very big compromise. So would I buy it again then? Well, that's a great question. And as you can tell, I have absolutely fell in love with that Santa Cruz. But it is hugely expensive. I got a good end of season deal on this Whyte, which means the Santa Cruz would have been around £2,000 more expensive. And here is the point here. You simply cannot beat the value for money, the performance per pound sterling of this G170. What I have decided to do though is to change the tires. The boost drop pod spacing at the front and the rear allows for tires up to 2.8 inches. So I will be swapping the front Maxxis High Roller 2 and the rear Minion SS for a pair of Maxxis DHR2 in 2.6 inches. This will lift the bottom bracket and improve the traction in the process. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. See you soon.